What up? Happy Saturday. Oh, wait. I am here. 1 second. I'm about to talk about this movie today, Little Mermaid. The live action remake, not the original one. 2023. Let me get myself a picture. You know what? I always want to hit y'all with the 30 and I never remember. Where is it at? Here. Because I think it's hilarious. That's why. I can never find it. So slow. Such a mess. Oh! After the 30. All right. I think that's hilarious. What's up, James? All right, let's get right into it. Like I said before, this is a live action remake, The Little Mermaid 2023. If you haven't seen any movie that I talk about here, I'm here to inform you that I will ruin it for you. I will spoil it. So if you haven't seen it, you don't want to get it ruined, now would be the time for you to leave. All right? Okay. It's PG. You can find it on Disney Plus, Amazon, YouTube, Google Play, Vudu, and Redbox. It is labeled as a fantasy musical. It was directed by a man named Rob Marshall. I looked up some of his, y'all know I'm into directors. I looked up some of his little IDMB. He's got some pretty good stuff under his belt. Mary Poppins, Memoirs of a Geisha, Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know if he did all of them or just the one. I didn't really dive that deep. Into the Woods, and then there was a remake of Annie back in 1999 with it was Kathy Bates. I wasn't hip to it. That got past me completely. Were any of you aware of that? I was not. Anyway, the cast is Ariel's played by Halle Bailey. Now I have to say that I'm just going to be calling her Halle when I talk about her, because if I keep saying Halle Bailey, it will come out Haley Bailey or Bailey or Halle Berry. So I'm just going to call her Halle for the sake of that reason. Okay, so she played Ariel, the main character. Prince Eric was played by Jonah Howard King. He was the guy who played in No Country for Old Men. He played I'm sorry, the King Triton played the dude who played, wrong guy. The King Triton, he played the dude. He was the dude who played in that movie. His real name is Javier Bardem. Yeah, Prince Eric was played by Jonah King. Okay. All right. Ursula was Melissa McCarthy. Yes, please. Thank you. Yes. Sebastian was played by a man named David Diggs. I've seen him here and there. I looked just when I was looking at the IMDb, his face looked so familiar, but I didn't really go into where I know him from. But he's definitely from somewhere. Anyway, Scuttle was played by Aquafina, and Flounder was played by Jacob Tremblay. And then there were some mermaid sisters. I didn't really write their names down because, whatever. So if you've never seen The Little Mermaid, this is a live-action remake. The original, was a Disney cartoon. The story is of a mermaid who, her father is the king of the ocean, King Triton. And she has dreams of going up top on the land, and she's really curious about what's going on up there. And she's collected a lot of things over the years, and she's got a little secret cave where she hides her little stuff, trinkets that she's found in, abandoned ships and whatnot. So she fantasizes about going up in there and living that, but the father is having none of it, right? But the father has a sister who's a squid named Ursula. And Ursula wants control. She wants that trident from the king, and she wants to control the ocean. She wants all the power of the ocean, James. So she tricks the Ariel into giving up her singing voice. She has a voice that when she, the mermaid's got that siren voice that can heal you and shit. So she made a deal with Ursula to give her voice so she can go up top for 3 days. And if after 3 days she don't get kissed by true love, her ass will become a fish forever. A mermaid forever, and Ursula will own that ass. Now that's what the movie's about. All right. So Ariel, is played in the original cartoon. The cartoon was a white girl with long red hair, little white mermaid, little white fish, little white mermaid. Much like all Disney cartoons. But this live action, they casted Hallie. See, already I'm messing her name up. They casted Hallie for this, and it caused a big controversy all over. People were very upset because she's black, right? Hallie wasn't the only one, or Ariel, the character, Ariel wasn't the only one that caused smoke, though. There was smoke over Sebastian the crab. They had issues with, they said he looked too much like a real crab. Okay. They had issues with Scuttle, the bird, because it was, in the original movie, it was a male's voice. But in the remake, it was Awkwafina's voice. If you don't know who Awkwafina is, she's this Asian broad. She's a comedian. In my opinion, she's not very funny. But she's here, there, and everywhere. She's all over the place. So there's controversy with that. But, the biggest controversy was because, they done turned the mermaid into a black girl. Well, it's a fish, first of all. It's a cartoon fish. It could be whatever the fuck they want it to be because it's just a fish. It's just a fish. It's a cartoon. That's first of all. Okay, let's put it on out there. Second of all, it wasn't made for you. All the motherfuckers that's complaining or did complain about this movie, it wasn't made for you. It was made for your child. And I seriously doubt your child gives a shit if the fish is whatever color the fish is. All right? She wants that fish to get her legs and get a prince and kiss and live happily ever after. The kid don't care. Why are adults complaining about shit that don't? It's not for you. It's not for you. Shit. So then I was thinking about, there was, so you're just mad because she's black, not, her body of work that would qualify her for the fucking position. You know what I mean? So I thought I would write down a little bit of what would qualify Hallie to play Ariel. You know what I'm saying? I wrote a few down. I didn't write them all down because I'm old. Yeah. So her and her sister Chloe, in case you didn't know it, they have a little band together, a singing group, the two of them. They actually started out, Hallie was in one small role when she was like 3 years old in a movie, and that was it. The whole reason why I even know her is because her and her sister went viral on YouTube. They would upload little parodies, cover songs they would do, Beyonce and whatnot. And they went viral and got the attention of one Beyonce. Boom. You know what I'm saying? There it is. But these girls had 3 albums. The Kids Are All Right, Ungodly Hour. And Hallie just debuted her own solo album called Angel. They won season 5 of a show called Disney's Next Best Thing. It's a competition with all kids, 7 different kids come groups, and they compete. They won season 5. She was in Grownish. She was opening act for Beyonce on tour. She sung at the Super Bowl. She got, wait, where did I write it at? Oh, I want to say the right number. I wrote it. I want to say the right number. Here we go. 5 Grammy nominations. In 2020, they won Album of the Year, Song of the Year, Video of the Year, Best Dance Performance, Ashford and Simpson Songwriter of the Year. 3 Grammys: Best Progressive R&B Album, Best R&B Song, Best Traditional R&B Performance, and she played Nettie in the 2023 musical drama Color Purple. So, I mean, wouldn't you say that's an extensive, you know what I'm saying, little work history that would qualify her to play a fish? That shit is so silly to me. So then I hear, you know, I've heard, I guess, devil's advocate or maybe a different perspective. You know, I've heard some of my black friends say they don't appreciate, you know, black people remaking these white stories. Why don't they, you know, just come up with their own ideas due to the fact that black people are extremely talented on their own? That would have to be an argument for someone who's black. I can't debate that argument because I'm not black. But I will say this. I only know 3 that pop in my head. I was thinking about it before I went live. 3 remakes, you know, that were white, and then like The Wiz, Annie, and this, Little Mermaid. Those are the only 3 that pop in my head. There may be more. If you know more, I don't know. I will say that the remake of Annie with Jamie Foxx was terrible. It was ass. Sorry. But The Wiz was the shit. Excuse me, The Wiz, like The Wiz puts The Wizard of Oz to shame, in my opinion. Oh my God, please don't kill me, somebody who loves The Wizard of Oz. The Wiz was just the bomb. Teeny. I love The Wiz, all right? And then this, The Little Mermaid. It was so good for me, man. I really enjoyed it. I like the way they CGI graphicked it up. It was so dope. Really great ocean scenes. She's a really good singer, man. She does such a good job. It's crazy to me when you think of adults having such, you know, strong opinions over things. Like, could you imagine? Oh, hey, Marina, I didn't even see you pop in, girl. I was looking out the window. You got to be safe around here. Oh, she can't hear me. But do your damn thing. Like, what's something that's designed for a child? Like a fucking Tonka truck. Sorry, that popped in my head. I don't know why. Like, why do you got strong opinions on what color this Tonka truck is? Like, why do you care? It's not for you. It's for the child. Why do you care what color this fish is? She's a fish. Your daughter's going to love it. My grandbabies watched it. I watched it twice. Once by myself and once with them. Well, one of them. Shit. It was a great story. I like how they had everyone. It was just an array of ethnicities. You know what I'm saying? Like the queen was black, but her son was white. She adopted him. She was raised a white boy. You know, you would see some, you know, the fancier people in this town walking around in their bougie gear. Some were black, some were white, some were brown. It was just all mixed up. Even in the ocean, the King Triton's daughters, Ariel, you know, she was black, but there's a couple of them were white. You know, a couple of them were brownish or something. I don't know. Something. Something. It was great the way they did it. It's about time, you know what I'm saying? They started making these kinds of things for little girls. There isn't much that Disney offers for a little black child, little black girl, you know, in the way of relatable programming. About time. Yep, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. I mean, what are you mad about? She did a great job. I can't wait to see what she's going to do in the future. I know that she, Beyonce snatched her ass up. Beyonce and Jay-Z. She's up under, at last I heard, she's up underneath their wing. She should go places. She's going to go places. I know that they're trying to distance her from her sister, though. She has a sister named Chloe. You know, they're in the little group together, but they want it. It seems as if, I read it somewhere, it seems as if they're trying to make sure that Halle stays more wholesome, because Chloe is kind of more risque. They're trying to keep her, like Disney, Disney-ish. For now, at least, anyway. For now. All right, well, that's all I have to say. Nobody wants to come up and talk about it. I dropped the link. That's all I have to say about that. Like, word. There wasn't much for me to say. Oh, shit. I hit my own link. What else y'all got going on? Anything? James? You out here rolling around in the streets? Mm-hmm. It's so nice out. How's the weather in your neck of the woods? Mm-hmm. You are, James. James, did you see this movie? Are you? I never. I don't know much about your personal life. Do you have children, grandchildren? Do you partake in Disney? I woke up this morning, James. I know my old ass had to turn the heat on briefly. Now I got the window open. That's how it is in my city. If you go outside, you need to have on a fucking hoodie and some basketball shorts. You'll be all right. All year round. The original Little Mermaid. I was watching the my daughter likes the Jungle Book. And we were looking at the difference between the original Jungle Book and then there's so many like remakes of that one. But man, I gotta say, I really like the original one way better. It was so funkier. But we were watching it and listening to it, and there's a lot of Caribbean voices in that movie. And I was like, oh wow, I can't believe, and I said this, take it how you want. So I said, I can't believe that there was, that many black people doing voice work back then, because that movie's pretty fucking old. It was like the 40s or something. And so I looked up the actors. No, they were all white. They were all white as fuck. They were all old and white as shit. That was crazy. You know what, James? It's a pretty good movie. It's more romantical than the original. The original is a cartoon, silly, but this one was more romantical. She found her little love, and her father didn't want her to, go up there because he knew it would be dangerous. Ursula, Melissa McCarthy did such a good job. They did a really good job with the CGI with her on that giant squid. It was a big black squid, and the tentacles on it were neon white. It was pretty cool when she swam around the ocean. I'm not really one for musicals too much either. There's a few. I like some musicals, but it was really good. I really liked the imagery. The story was, I like how they pumped it up and gave it a little spice. And like I said, they made it a little more romantic. Well, they did. They made it more romantical. It was great to see. I enjoyed it. About fucking time. I don't, I know The Princess and the Frog is, one of the only ones I could think of when my daughter was growing up. There may be a couple more, but that's just the only one that stands out in my head of any type of, black imagery for her to look at as far as Disney's concerned. But I mean, damn, it's about time. Let's do more things. Well, you can really see my bags under my eyes in this picture. Sorry, I got bags. It's terrible. The older I get, the worse they get. But I don't got no wrinkles. And don't make fun of my big forehead. Ah! I just was on somebody else's channel, and I just pieced the chat real quick before I went live. And there was a dude up there on the panel that I don't like. But it wasn't his channel. It was somebody else's channel. and they were dual streaming with him. But I didn't know that. You know, I just seen him up on the panel, and I piece the chat to the person whose channel I was on. And as soon as his ass seen me up there, he highlighted my comment from his end. I didn't know, like I said, I didn't know he was live streaming. He highlighted my comment from his end, and was like, "Oh, Foot Therapy, you look a lot different." And I was like, "Yeah, because my picture is usually a cartoon, dumbass." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he goes, "No, the last time I saw you, your hair was a different color." And I said, "You've never seen my hair color." Because I dyed, you know, my hair's been dyed so many times, how could he know what color my fucking hair is, right? Like, what are you talking about? He's like, "Your hair's a different color." And he goes, "You remember that one time you cammed up? Do you remember?" And of course I remember. Like, why wouldn't I remember that? He's like, "I think you're smoking too much weed." He said something like that. Why? What are you talking about? "I think you're smoking too much weed." Of course I remember. It was like a 3-second little bow, and you barely saw the side of my head. Yeah, people dye their hair, goofy bastard. He took what I said all the wrong and went all the wrong way with it. Because he knows I don't like him. So he was picking with me. Silly bastard. Now there's a bunch of questions like, oh, then I had to answer a bunch because of him after that. The person whose channel it was, he didn't know I was white, or he didn't pay. He's actually been to my live stream before, so if he didn't know I was white, I don't know what to say. But they thought I was mixed over there. They were like, "Oh, she's biracial or something, ain't she?" And I'm like, "No, why would you say that? I'm just white." And he goes, "No, she's just white, I think." Bitch, you know I'm white. Tell them I am white. The fuck? Then he was stuttering, trying to remember a name of this lady who he absolutely fucking knows her name without a doubt. He was like, "Oh, you were on the panel with what's that girl's name? Oh, bitch, you know her name." You know her name, bitch. He wouldn't say her name though. Oh, fine. I'm sorry. Finally, he did. Finally, he stumbled and was like, "Oh yeah, you knew, bitch." I hate that dude. When I say hate, it's just a filler word. It's not really. I don't really hate anyone. I just dislike him. So when I say I hate, I don't really hate. I don't got time to hate. It takes a lot of energy and work to hate. Too time consuming. I'm too lazy. All right, well, you know, a couple of you guys left me messages hoping that, you know, you would catch this live so we could talk about it, but it doesn't seem that you did, so now you're going to have to catch the replay and leave me comments in the chat. I'm sure I pissed somebody out in the comment section. I apologize. Hit the like, subscribe, and share. There's the email scrolling if you want to talk to me personally about anything. Cash App donations are greatly appreciated. So maybe you can send me a little dick pic or something. Don't do it because I'll clown you. If you send me a dick pic, I'm going to fucking clown you. All right? Just so you know. Hey, Big O, how you doing? I was talking about the Little Mermaid, but I'm sure you didn't see it, or you're going to confuse it with some other movie where people were fishing. Grumpy Old Men. I'll never forget that shit. Big O said, "What's the difference between Star Wars and Star Trek?" That's what you said, Big O. That's what you said. So I don't expect you know what the hell the Little Mermaid is. I really liked it. I thought it was way better than the first one, honestly. And I don't always agree with remakes. Like most of the time, I like the original. But I did. I liked this remake. It was really good. Who, me, James? James, I'm single AF. All right? I am single AF. James, I am single and not ready to mingle. I'm just not looking for that at all. At all. I don't mind talking to people, but like I'm not. Listen to me, man. I've been single for a long time. I cannot imagine a dude invading my fucking space right now. Like, you understand, James, I have been in sole control of this remote. I know you can't see it right now, but I am holding one remote control in my fucking hand right now. It's beautiful. It's got 2 batteries in the back. It's got a little lid, like a little cap. The cap. Look at the buttons. Ooh, you see the buttons? Imagine the buttons, James. I know you have your own. Ooh, this is my remote. Mine, oh mine. I will not share it. I will not share my remote ever again. I can't do it. Mine, all mine. I can't imagine a dude like, give me my blanket, bitch. Get off. Give me my blankets. I don't want to go. I'm good. I need my own space. I love my space. No, you can't have my remote. You gay bastard. I know that. I know who you are. And I know that was you the other day. I swear to God, it was you the other day. I know you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say nothing else, but I know who you are. And I know you know what I'm talking about from the other day. I know that was you, you son of a bitch. I didn't want to out you. You know, I was not going to never do that. But, oh, man, I was cracking up. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah. That shit was great. I be knowing when it's you. I swear I be knowing when it's you. I'm sure I don't always know, but I sometimes know. Yeah, James. Single, baby. I just heard my phone go out to somebody just send me a dick pic. I said send me a dick pic, and then my phone went boom, boom, boom. Nah, no dick pic for me. That's fine. Oh, I shouldn't be talking about dick pics when I'm talking about Little Mermaid, huh? But I can talk about whatever I want to talk about. I know. I know that you do. It's funny as hell. So, yeah, how do y'all feel about the Little Mermaid being cast, a black female being cast as the Little Mermaid? One Halle Bailey. I got to say it slow. Or she'll be Halle Berry. James, I will make up one and say you sent it to me. I won't, because then I got to scroll through porno. I don't want to do that. No, I lied. Never mind. Delete. Not going to happen. It was all right. Were you offended that she was a black mermaid? A black fish? Were you offended that the fish was no longer a white girl? Were you offended that the queen was a black woman? Ooh. What? The shit was stupid. Why would any adult have an opinion? It's not for you. Don't watch it. If you're mad that the mermaid is black, don't watch it. If you have some sort of childhood memory attached to the original one, then go watch the original one. Fucking stupid. Well, you know, it wasn't made for you, Judah. I should say the whole name because I don't want people confused. Judah Nazareth, gay Messiah. It wasn't designed for you. That's my point. Like, all these people got in an uproar and picked this movie apart. Of course, the big main complaint was that they, cast a black woman. Was she a girl at the time? I think a girl. But they picked it apart, everything. They were mad at the crab. They were mad at the was it a pelican? Whatever kind of bird that was that dove into the ocean. They were mad at the bird. They were just mad at everything. Mad. I don't know what they wanted to be exactly the same. I understand. I don't like remakes either a lot of the time, but it's not for you. That's I guarantee you, if you sat a 6-year-old down and watched that little shit, she don't give a fuck. She don't care. She does not care. She just wants Ariel to get her legs and her boo thing. Shit. It was better than Barbie? No, you just mad. You're a lie. I still haven't seen the Barbie movie. I don't have any money, so I'm gonna have to watch it illegally, which I might do that tomorrow. I really want to see it. You're just mad. But the difference between the Barbie movie and this movie, The Barbie movie isn't designed for children. It really isn't. That's for, you know, at least 13 and up. 14, is that the thing? 14 and up. That's not for the children. But I'm still going to watch it. I can't wait to talk about it. With you men. You men. Get your Kenergy together, man. You get you some big D Kenergy around this bitch. Aww. I've never break the law. I don't know. What are you talking about? I really wanted to go outside today and do some yard work, but it did not happen. Fucker gonna tell me my face looks a little different. My hair looks a little different. And that fucker's missing like chunks of hair on the side. His shit's all graying. He looks like his breath stank. Let me talking about my hair color used to be different. Of course my hair color used to be different. Bitch, I'm a girl. We buy dye all the fucking time. My shit might be orange next week if I fucking choose. Goofy bastard. You remember that one time you cammed up? Yeah, I remember. Why? But I didn't want to disrespect the homie's channel, you know. He don't really know me all that well anyway. I was close, though. All right, well, you know, I was trying to put in... All right, I put in a half an hour, hoping that someone would want to speak with me about this. I had, like I said, some comments. Some people wanted to... But, you know, people got shit to do. You had to catch the replay. We'll bang it out in the comment section, I suppose. I'm sure I said something. I always say something. Don't make fun of my forehead, Judah's gay messiah. And 2INC, if you watch the fucking replay, you leave me alone too. I know he's going to come for my forehead. I just know it. Son of a bitch. I just know it. All right, y'all. Well, unless somebody else has something to say, again, I'm out of here. Thank you for coming. Like, share, subscribe. All that good stuff. I'm out of here. You should definitely check this flick out. Don't be judging the kids' movies. It's not for you. It's for the churn. If you don't like it, go watch the original. Simple. Until next time, peace.